Hello there, it's Catherine from my hillside garden. You may be wondering, none of this looks like gardening things. Today's video is on being prepared. There have been quite a few storms in the recent weeks here and around the world, and we've heard a lot of people who've been out of power or who have not been able to use the telephone. So I thought I would do a preparing video for what I do at my house to be prepared when I hear a storm is coming. Now, most of these supplies are in the house, but one of the important ones is this one here. Most people no longer have an old-fashioned princess telephone that plugs into the wall. Most people have cordless phones. What do you need to use a cordless phone? Besides the phone line, you need power. So if you have no power and you only have cordless phones, you can't use your landline. Why do I keep a landline? I have a cell phone, and I'm very fortunate that I do have one, and it is a lifesaver. But what happens if the cell towers go down? If you don't have a phone you can plug into a landline, you've lost all your communication. So this little baby is vintage. She's an antique. She's probably over 25 years old and has moved with us. I keep it underneath my telephone table, and it's just for those times when I need the phone and the power is out. So that's something you might want to look for if you don't have someone in your house somewhere. They're hard to find in the store anymore. At least I haven't seen any. You might check online or yard sales or FreeCycle. One of the newer things in my Be Prepared kit is a power pack. This is a nice one my husband picked up for me. I believe it was at Lowe's, and it was on clearance. That will charge my cell phone twice. I can also charge my computer if I need to, but I have it primarily for charging my cell phone. Before a storm, I always make sure that it's fully charged, and this one is nice because it has a meter on it to let you know how much power is in it. And it also has a flashlight, which you need when you don't have power. Now, something else I keep in the house, along with regular matches, and I hope this will focus in. Maybe not. These are strike-on box matches. And generally, I keep some of those in my kitchen drawer and also in a Ziploc bag so that they stay dry. Now, since you can strike them anywhere, you can strike them anywhere. So if for some reason the striker part of the box is worn off, you can find something else that's a little bit abrasive and you'll still be able to light the match. What do you need matches for? You need them for the candles. You don't want to use all the battery power in your flashlight. I hope you have those. So have some candles handy to light, so that way you can light your home. And I'm just using this as an example. Not for coffee, though for me that's very important. Have some kind of container to put water in, especially if you're on a well. This way, when you know a storm is coming, you can fill up some empty jugs, some bottles, and have water available for drinking. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is going to be a hat. This is a nice wool hat, and it's warm when you're cold, and you lose most of the heat of your body out through your head. And when I say that, I can just hear my mother, because she said that all the time. Put a hat on your head. So make sure you have a nice winter hat. Yes, you'll be wearing it in the house, because if you don't heat with wood or with an alternate power other than gas or oil, you're going to get cold if it's winter. So make sure you have warm hat, warm sweaters, a couple blankets, and oh, the one last thing I wanted to mention, that is very important in our house is a hand use can opener. If you have no power and you have an electric can opener, you're not going to be getting anything to eat out of a can. So those are my couple of things that I always have in the house because I like to be prepared for an emergency of being without power or perhaps without cell service. So I hope you'll take that into consideration when you're preparing for an event, a weather event that may happen near you. Have a great day. Happy gardening.